Hi, this is Michelle Atkinson with the University of Florida IFAS Extension to review the Manatee County Fertilizer Ordinance. The fundamental rule of a fertilizer ordinance is to protect water quality. Here in Manatee County, we have great vistas that we want to protect. The landscape best management practices only allows for general landscape maintenance. To apply fertilizer, you will need to pass the Green Industries Best Management Practices course. To apply pesticide, you have to have a pesticide license. Remember that non-point source pollution comes from many different sources that we are not able to point at when we find it in our waterways. This can be gas, oil, fertilizer, pesticides, dog waste, trash, and more. An impervious surface is a surface that does not allow water to drain through it. Pollution left on impervious surfaces ends up in our waterway. Grass clippings left on impervious surfaces wash into our waterways and cause water pollution. According to the Manatee County Fertilizer Ordinance, grass clippings cannot enter the storm drains and should be blown back onto turf. Healthy turf can slow the flow of storm water, filter contaminants, reduce erosion, and reduce non-point source pollution. St. Augustine will show signs of drought when the turf has a dull bluish-gray color, foot tracks remain in the turf, and the leaf blades are folded in half. The irrigation system should run as long as it takes the water to reach the root zones of the plants you are irrigating. Never irrigate rock or hard surfaces. Direct the water towards the turf and plants. Sedges and dollarweed can be signs of overwatering. The most important rule when deciding what plant to use in the landscape is finding the right plant for the right place. Visit our county extension office where you can get resources to help you with this process. When installing plants or trees, the top of the root ball should be 10% above soil level after planting. This allows for settling of the plants. After a tree is installed, the stake should remain in place for 12 months and then should be removed to not damage the tree. Mulch should be applied to a depth of 2 to 3 inches. Volcano mulching can rot the trunk, cut off oxygen to the roots, keep irrigation and rainwater out, and keep the roots wet in poorly drained soils. When pruning palm trees, only remove the brown branches. Think of a palm tree's canopy like a face of a clock, and do not remove any branches above the 9 and 3 o'clock line. The Manatee County Fertilizer Ordinance recommends a 10-foot low-maintenance, no-mow zone around bodies of water. This is voluntary. The Manatee County Fertilizer Ordinance states that fertilizer applications must be 10 feet from bodies of water. The 3 primary ingredients in a bag of fertilizer is nitrogen, phosphate, and potassium or potash. Under the Manatee County Fertilizer Ordinance, you may not apply phosphorus unless you have a soil analysis showing a deficit in phosphorus on file with the Manatee County Administrator's Office. Nitrogen is banned from application from June 1st through September 30th. This is called the restricted or blackout period. The next step in completing the landscape best management practices is to call the Manatee County University of Florida IFAS Extension Office at 941-722-4524 to set an appointment to take a 20-question exam. Once you pass the exam, we will give you your certificate and decal. Thank you for taking the time to watch our videos. This has been Michelle Atkinson, Environmental Horticulture Agent with the Manatee County University of Florida IFAS Extension Office.